In this video, we will talk about the nomenclature of the benign tumor. And so let's start. Benign tumor is developed by two type of tissue. First is mesenchymal connective tissue, and second one is epithelial cells. Or mesenchymal, if a benign tumor develop or start by the mesenchymal connective tissue, so in the end of these tumors, we put oma suffix. So, if oma suffix is present, it means the tumor is benign, and in benign, this is developed by the mesenchymal cells. See here, if a benign tumor develop from the lipid cells, so we called lipoma. Oma is the suffix here, and it develop from the fibrocyte, so fibroma, and it is developed by the cartilage, then chondroma, and if it is developed by the osteocyte, it means bone, then osteoma, and if it is developed by the skeletal muscles, then here is a special name, non not the skeletoma. Here it is called the rhabdomyoma. Here is oma also present, and if it is developed by the smooth muscles, then it is called the leiomyo leiomyoma leiomyoma. And if it is developed by the blood vessels, then it is called the hemangioma, and lymphoid vessels, lymphangioma. And if it is developed by the meninges, it means in the brain cavity, brain covering, so it is called the meningioma. And these are all developed by the mesenchymal cells. But if it is developed by the epithelial cell, then we divide into two cells, adenoma or papilloma. We put the name adenoma or papilloma. Why adenoma? If there is any relation of this neoplastic cell to the glandular shape, so it is called the adenoma. And if not any glandular shape formation occur, then it is called papilloma. So let's see what is the adenoma, how adenoma occur. Adenoma means first condition is the tumor developed by the any glandular tissue. For adenoma, three conditions occur. First, the adenoma developed by the any glandular tissue and form acinar mass or glandular pattern. So this is the neoplastic growth, and it is in glandular shape and developed by the glandular structure. So it is called the adenoma. And if it is not developed by the second condition, in second condition, it is not developed by the glandular shape. It is developed by in second condition, it is developed by the glandular shape, but it is not form or not become uh, glandular shape. It become sheath pattern, like adrenal cortical adenoma. So it is also called the adenoma because it is developed by the glandular cells. So if it developed by the glandular cells, either it is in glandular pattern or it is in sheath pattern, it is called the adenoma. So these are the two conditions for the adenomatous tissue or adenoma, uh, which are developed by the epithelial cells and are benign, not malignant. O- Adenoma means benign tumor which are developed by the epithelial cells. And the third condition, in third condition, the adenoma occur by the non-glandular epithelium and have characteristic of benign tumor and must have tight cluster of cell in glandular pattern. It means uh, these are not developed by the glandular cell, but after developing they form themselves the glandular pattern, like renal tubular cell adenoma. We know that renal tubular are epithelial cells, not glandular cells. They are in linear position, but if adenoma or neoplasia developed by these epithelial cells, these are form make a glandular pattern. So it is also called the adenoma. So adenoma have three conditions: developed by the glandular cell, either form glandular pattern or or sheath pattern, and if developed by the non-glandular pattern, then it should be the glandular pattern formation occur. So it is the adenoma, tumor developed by the epithelial cells. And another type of name have, which is for the epithelial cells, that is papilloma. Adenoma is about the glandular tissue. This is adenoma. This adenoma is about the glandular formation occur. And the papilloma, it means see here, papilloma. They originate from surface epithelium and grows finger-like projection and making a mass which have some connective tissue supporting blood vessels. It means there is no glandular tissue or glandular structure present here. They derived from the linear epithelium or surface epithelium, and also from finger-like projection, not the glandular projection. These are papilloma. And some other things are also present. See here, cyst adenoma, papillary cyst adenoma. What is this cyst? We know any cavity in the body full of fluid and lined by the epithelium, this is called the cyst. Any cavity, not the neoplastic. And sometime adenoma, normal adenoma, uh, adenomatous cell, this is in glandular tissue, like this glandular tissue pattern secrete lot of substance in the lumen, so large glandular cyst formation occur like this, and this is called the cyst adenoma. So cyst adenoma how occur? The adenomatous cell or adenoma tissue form or secrete many substance in their lumen, and large cyst formation occurs. So this is called the cyst adenoma. And what is papillary cyst adenoma? See, this is a cyst adenoma. In papillary cyst adenoma, sometime in cyst adenoma, some partition occurs. See here, these are the partition. Within partition, some finger-like projection occur. See here, this is the finger-like projection occurs. So this is called the papillary. Because of finger-like projection, this is called papilloma or papillary, or and this is the cyst adenoma, so we fully call it papillary cyst adenoma. This is the cyst adenoma. And one concept we should also clear, that polyp. What is polyp adenoma or adenomatous polyp? First, see here, what is polyp? Polyp, any mass derived from the mucosal lining of any organ just projecting in the lumen. These are called polyp. See here. This is the our GIT, and one mu- structure in the lumen. This is called the polyp. And polyp may just inflammatory. It means polyp also polyp can be inflammatory or neoplasia. So neoplastic polyp may be benign or malignant polyp. So this is the classification of polyp. Polyp can be inflammatory. There is no relation of the this inflammatory polyp to the neoplastic polyp, or polyp may be neoplasmic. It means polyp also develop tumor. So this is the neoplastic polyp, and neoplastic polyp also can be benign or malignant. Here is an important point. So term polyp does not tell the neoplastic tumor or not. It means only if we saw anywhere the word polyp, so it not show that there is any neoplastic growth. It may be neoplastic or it may be inflammatory. So what is the adenomatous polyp? Inside the polyp, see here, this is the normal polyp. See here, this is the normal polyp, and inside the polyp, glandular structure is formed. And we know that if glandular structure related neoplastic cell develop occur, then we call adenoma. So here in within the polyp, glandular structure formation occur. So we will call it adenomatous polyp. Okay, thank you.